Alright, so we're gonna talk about a really fucking serious topic, guys. There's a really fucking... gosh. Okay, look, I know that it's common for us to get hurt. It's common for us to, how do I put this? Okay. When we're hurt, a lot of us like to avoid our pain. A lot of us want to get over shit as soon as possible. A lot of us want to try and get away from what's making us feel miserable. A lot of us just want to get out of it, right? Get away from what's bothering us. Get away from everything that's ruining our lives, making us feel less, making us feel hurt, resentful, weak, powerless. We're trying to get away from any of that. And it's human nature. Nobody wants to feel in a position like that of weakness. Nobody, especially heartbreak. Heartbreak will have you feeling this fucking little, dude. Heartbreak has you feeling so insignificant, so weak, you know, and it's very easy for us to want to try and do certain things to get our minds off of it and just get over it as soon as possible and move on, like we say. Here's the bullshit. Here's the thing I gotta tell you guys. The number one mistake you can make when in heartbreak, right? Is that how I fucking phrased it? I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone. Yeah, the biggest mistake you can make when you're heartbroken, biggest mistake, number one, hands down, is trying to get over it too soon. There's a spider web on my camera. Great. The number one, the worst thing you can do is trying to get over it before you're actually over it. Think about it. Think about it. For somebody who's truly, why are you near my camera? Fuck off, dude. Jeez. Anyways, it's not a fucking resort. The worst thing you can do is trying to get your mind off of that person before you actually have. For those who have actually purely taken a full cycle of heartbreak, for those that have purely taken the full deal, for those that have genuinely experienced it the full way out, when it had its full time, know exactly what I'm talking about. For those that haven't, are probably the ones that do something similar to this. Oh, I just move on, I just find somebody else to fuck with, I probably go have some fucking flings, go talk to some girls, I might even find a new girlfriend just after, doesn't even matter, man. I just say fuck it to that bitch and I just get stepping to the next one. Don't get stepping to the next one. It's along those lines. Oh, I just go out and party, I just have a few drinks, I just go hang with the homies, I just go do shit like that. Here's what I'm gonna tell you about heartbreak. And here's just a big fucking thing you've been told. Everyone tells you move on. Everyone tells you you just need to go sleep it off. Oh, have a drink, go smoke, go have sex with somebody. You'll forget all about them, right? Now, for some people, that can be the case, and it works. For those of us that love hard like me, right? And when I love hard. I mean, you know, it goes down to the bottom, right? So you can only imagine, for people like us, how hard it is to get over somebody that you wanted to give you everything to, that you wanted to spend so much of your time with, that you had everything for. Your feelings were so genuine. I'm talking like had the greatest times of your life with, gave you the greatest memories, had the funnest, had the best love letters, thinking about each other all the time. I mean, it's just fantastic. And when that has to get shattered and broken, it's going to take some time. There's some things that are just, you got to really recover from, man. And I'm telling you, the way to recover it is not by trying to get over it as fast as possible. As a matter of fact, I think getting over it as slow as possible can be better. This is what I mean. People are so quick to go hook up with another person. People are so quick to go out. People are so quick to try and get their minds off of it and get everything out of the way and pretend things just didn't happen in order to spare themselves the pain. Because there's something I heard in Batman Begins, right? For those who have watched that movie, where Liam Neeson, Ra's al Ghul, he was talking to Bruce Wayne about his father, and he was talking about his wife, who had got murdered. And he says death leaves us, he says something about death, how it leaves us, and he says how sometimes it can leave us wishing we would have never met the person. or wishing we would have never met that person / knew that person just to spare us the pain, right? Some of us want to spare the pain. Some of us try and forget about the fact that we love this person. We forget about the good times we had with them. We forget that we even cared about this person like it was our whole fucking world. We try and forget everything we had with them because it's just all gone. We just need to forget it, right? Heartbreak is unfortunately one of those cases where I'm telling you this. You shouldn't be trying to cut it off early, right? This is gonna aggravate me. Alright. Heartbreak isn't one of those things you should be trying to cut off early, right? It's not one of those things you need to just get over with immediately. I've said this multiple times, right? What you need to do is the exact opposite. You need to experience every single little bit of it. No matter how long that takes. You need to feel all the resentment you're going to have towards this person. You need to feel all the pain you're going to have of losing this person. You need to feel all the good times and the bad. You need to feel all the good times being ripped out of your heart. You need to feel you're at that empty hole in you. You need to feel that shattering. You need to feel those tears. You need to feel that sadness. You need to feel that anger. You need to let everything happen. Instead of going out, getting drunk, and having sex with somebody so you can forget about that person and run away from your problems and act like they never happened, this is what's going to happen if you do that. You're going to end heartbreak early. You get over your ex. You forget about him. Now he's all good. You're with the next person or whatnot, right? Here's what you're doing. You are simply dragging on the wounds from the last relationship with your new person, right? Because you haven't recovered. You haven't recovered from what it feels like to be cheated on. You haven't recovered from what it feels like to just be told I don't love you anymore. You haven't been recovered from what it feels like to have somebody tell you that you're not good enough for them, or that they want somebody else, or that they're moving away. All those wounds you are carrying into the next relationship, but you don't realize it because you got drunk, you had a guy bust a few inside of you, and you ain't thinking about your ex no more, right? He's gone, she's gone, and you're off with this other person, and next thing you know, every wound that last partner or the partners before that created those wounds, you are taking that into this relationship, and they're gonna show up. Maybe not specifically about that person in particular, but you're dragging it, and it's gonna project onto him or her, and it's gonna affect the relationship, right? For example, if you've been cheated on, right, and you didn't allow yourself to fully experience that powerlessness, that pain, that resentment, that just feeling puny as shit, if you don't allow yourself to experience that full circle and cry and allow the tears to happen and allow all that to exist within you and feel that shit, and you just get over it, you're going to be much more likely to suspect, if probably actually start suspecting your partner is cheating when they're not. Right? Because you're going to be so high alert on red flags. You're going to be so high alert on... You're going to be so high alert on red flags. You're going to be so high alert on everything. You're going to be so suspicious, so paranoid, because you're still caught up in what happened then. And you think it's happening now. You're literally reliving your past experiences with your new partner. And for your new partner to have to put up with that is going to be really rough. And that relationship's probably going to end because you never truly healed. All you did was just play it off, move with somebody else, just so you could forget about the last person. That's what you did. That's what you did. Instead of forgiving yourself, instead of forgiving them, instead of experiencing every bit of that heartbreak, instead of allowing yourself to feel the emotions. Because here's the thing. When you allow yourself to experience the whole process of heartbreak, heartbreak is trying to heal you. Not a lot of people realize that. Not a lot of people think, oh, heartbreak's actually trying to help me recover. Heartbreak is the recovering process. It is the breakdown and it is the recover. It is taking you through every single little bit of those emotions, of those feelings, of that anger, of everything. Like the other day, I cried in my room after a yoga session, right? I laid down in Shavasana, and I started having feelings of my ex again, right? I started experiencing all the good times, all the bad times, and I just sat there and I started experiencing all the good times, and I just fucking cried and cried and cried, and I didn't want to make noise, so I opened my mouth and I was breathing like right? And I could feel it just coming up and just coming out. And I cried over it. I fucking cried over it. I stayed with those feelings for about a good 20 minutes until I felt until I felt just at peace, calm, blank. You know? And of course I brought the feeling into some deeper level as well, gaining understanding, gaining knowledge, and whatnot, and listening to my feelings and such. And when I did that, that's the healing process. That's what heartbreak wants. It needs you to take it full circle. You need to experience it. You need to feel it. You need to have that. You need to suffer and feel that. If it takes months, it takes months. Here's the thing, it's not going to last forever. I know people say, well, if you dwell on it and if you look at it, aren't you just feeding the connection? No. No, because you're not planning to do anything about it. You're not planning to get revenge on this person, hopefully, and you're not planning to get back with them together over it, hopefully. You guys have hopefully created space between each other. You got rid of the contact, and you guys are in your own processes now. And you're in your process of trying to move on. Heartbreak needs to take you through that process. It needs you to take through every single little bit of that pain until you're better. Right? Don't try and fill the empty spot with another woman. Don't try and go out there, find another man just to fill in the empty spot your last woman left you with, or your last partner left you with, because you can't actually get over it. Right? What you need to do is you let heartbreak happen, right? You let it all go down. And as that process happens, you're going to experience the most uncomfortable feelings of your life. What I need you to do is I need you to delve into them. I need you to feel them. And for more insight on this, I would advise going to look at Teal Swan's videos, specifically how to heal the emotional body. I want you to do that with all the emotions you have. And then with certain states like resentment, acceptance, and stuff like that, she'll have individual videos. But for just straight emotions like sadness, anger, disappointment, and stuff like that, that's when you're gonna go into the that's when you're gonna go to how to heal the emotional body. And just by the way, how to heal the emotional body is going to be the core foundation on how to heal from heartbreak, how to recover yourself from being cheated on, how to recover yourself from being left out, how to recover yourself from just being unwanted, how to recover yourself from whatever it is that separated you guys. Even if it wasn't anything bad, like let's just say the boyfriend had to move off to college and you had to go, and you guys knew it just wasn't a good idea to continue a relationship, so you guys made a decision, hey, let's just end this and move from each other, you know? But it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, you know? You gotta go through that process. All of it. All of it. You know, you can't sacrifice one bit of it. You can't end it early. The worst thing you can do is end it early by popping the pills, by getting a drink, by smoking it up, by fucking some chicks, or doing whatever it is, by jacking off at home, by looking at porn, by doing anything you can to essentially give yourself temporary highs so that you don't really have to face the emotions associated with it because it just hurts too much. I'm gonna tell you something, man. A strong person willing to heal themselves can embrace a full heartbreak. I think that really creates I think the strongest people in the world are the ones aren't the ones who get over heartbreak easy. I think the strongest people in the world are the ones who can give their heart to somebody completely, have it shattered, go through a full process of heartbreak, come back around to full forgiveness, and become whole again. Heartbreak is doing that for you. It is trying to recomplete you. You are incomplete because you gave yourself to somebody and it's done. It's shattered, it's destroyed, it's over. Heartbreak is trying to recover you. It is taking you through those wounds again. It is making you re-experience those wounds again now, so you can gain understanding, so you can gain insight, so you can gain truth, and you can gain emotional recovery from that, right? And when you do that, full way through, next relationship, you're going to be refreshed. You're going to have a new plate to work with. You're not going to be going into it with past wounds that your partner's going to have to put up with, right? You're going to be going into there renewed, fresh plate, ready to love hard, right? You go in with wounds, you're going to be trying to patch them up. You try to defend yourself, ain't no way you're going to be able to give yourself completely to them. You know what I'm saying? So not too much time left, so I'm going to just kind of finish this whole thing out. Hopefully I've made my point here. You know, you recover, you patch. Heartbreak is taking you through that recovery process, and when you've recovered completely through that, you are going to notice that you are able to freely live, freely be you, freely understand, and become whole and forgiven again. Fuck is that idiot doing, bro? I should go over there and smack the piss out of him. But anyways, you know, stupid ass. I apologize for that. That was unnecessary. But you come to that forgiveness. You come to that state of I forgive. But in order to reach forgiveness, you have to take the emotional cycle full away. It has to come completely. And when it comes completely, this could take 2 months, this could take 2 years. It's a rough process. But when you take a full cycle, when you truly allow those wounds to heal within you, you'll notice when you're getting better. And I'll make a video on that. You'll notice when things are looking up for you. But for right now, I just want you to focus on taking through those emotions completely, allowing yourself to live genuinely in them, and not cutting it short. Being real with yourself, and being real with the emotions, and letting them happen, letting heartbreak recover you completely. So that way you can be ready to love again when it is time, without past wounds getting in the way, and without bullshit playing you. I want you to come in as a whole individual, not distraught, not wounded still, not empty. I want you to let heartbreak make you whole again. And when it makes you whole again, you'll be ready to love wholly again. Alright? Talk to y'all next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all next time.